Welcome back to Fitness Manifesto. I am one of your hosts, Kim, and joining me is
Justin. Welcome to this new show that we've started, which focuses on life, awesomeness, and friendship, and fitness as a whole.
That's an interesting tasting tea.
He has lots of interesting tastes in tea.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys think of the tea?
I just took one sip and I'm figuring it out.
It's different.
No, I'm trying to decide. Is something I would buy?
That's your fault. It's definitely like a Christmas tea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It is.
You taste the leaves in it.
So here's the we can all laugh. Crown Chakra Tea Blend. Ceremonial teas made with love. This has
A whole bunch of weeds from the
silver
backyard.
needle white tea. What did you say?
I said a whole bunch of weeds from the backyard. He went on a jog this morning and he gathered all the gross weeds that he could find. He blended it up in his blender and here we go.
Here we go.
Well, you guys are drinking it.
Under duress.
We'll blink once.
Yeah.
If we're being threatened.
All right.
Oh, look at this. This is so cute.
This is a first for Fitness Manifesto. We are recording.
Scoot this way a little bit.
I think, no, we're all in. I mean, this is like perfect. First, we're all doing it on one side of the screen and we're all recording this way. It's kind of fun.
And you're totally going to see all my text messages pop up because I don't think I closed out of it.
Hang on. So since we're so professional here, today is a very special holiday edition of
Fitness
Manifesto.
And
nailed that.
guess who's back?
Mom.
Is back on this show. We've got
Yes, in person this time.
she exists. And today, just so everyone knows, I'm wearing traditional attire. Mom is dressed because it's cold and has leggings on. And Kim over here looks like a human being. So high five. Yeah.
Shut up, Justin.
No holes in her clothes.
But it's cooler outside.
And her nails look
Oh,
spectacular.
that's from the wedding.
Yeah.
I paid too much to get them on, so I just keep getting them redone.
Yeah, they're pretty.
And I used to have them done when I worked in corporate America, and then I don't. So.
Yeah, I know.
I like this.
It's like an addiction, you know?
It really is.
Once you start, it's like you got to do it.
Well, I think we got to start today. We're going to talk about traditions, but I have to say, we got to talk about my brother's giant tattoo.
Oh.
So wait. Has he had more work done?
Well, he's got two.
What?
For those that aren't aware, my brother has a giant dragon. I think it's on his left side. A giant dragon on one side. It looks like a traditional dragon. Very nice. And then yesterday we were picking up Mom in the airport. I'm like, Mom, have you seen the new tattoo? She's like, oh God, he got more. And has a giant kraken on the entire left side from about lower, upper butt to shoulder of a kraken.
First tattoo.
Yeah.
Ever.
Ever.
The first thing my kids noticed was that the mouth looks like a butthole.
Well, no, I think Justin noticed that too.
Yeah, I suspect he did. Yes.
I am a butt man, but that's okay. That wasn't-
G-rated. Your mother is here, Justin. Pull it together.
She's put up with me for a long time. She understands.
Hey, you're next to him. You could just hit him.
That's true.
Wait till he takes a drink.
She's more of a
that.
pincher.
I used to pinch him. That's what I used to do.
See,
Yeah.
wait till he takes a drink of that tea and just pinch
Okay,
it
let's
really
back
quick.
up for a second here.
Okay.
Since we're still talking about tea for a second. So the cool part about it is it's blue.
It is blue.
Is it?
It is. You guys know why this is blue? We're loaded with fun facts today.
Okay.
Know by one guess.
Yeah, I mean, it left us both speechless. That's
especially because Justin saw it.
Yeah.
So only plantation in the world that does a special white tea, and they after it freezes, it's the very first plucking of the leaves.
Mhm.
And these leaves are so tender that they give off a very unique color, and that's why it's blue.
It's very interesting that you know so much about the tea that we are drinking.
Well, one, I love tea, and two, that's what got me to buy it because I've never seen a blue tea before, so that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And it wasn't
Well,
expensive.
Cheers.
20%.
Cheers.
Cheers to everybody.
Cheers. All right.
Now let's go. Speaking of tea, let's talk some tea here
Justin likes to talk about this tattoo.
I know.
because
Because it upsets his mother. That's why.
a little bit,
Yeah.
and because
He talks bad about it,
No, because it's a tattoo on my son.
and like it's not like a small.
No,
tattoo.
it's massive. But he's turning 40, so I figure this is some kind of
Crisis.
midlife
Yes,
crisis.
I was just supposed to say midlife crisis. Okay,
But it's a permanent midlife crisis.
Justin will be there next year.
Yeah.
Justin's gonna come home and he's gonna have a whole side face tattoo.
Yeah.
Well, and the reason I find it so funny is because if anyone knows me, they assumed I would be the first to do all these
Oh
things.
my gosh, no.
Never my brother.
No,
Really?
I don't even know your brother. No. Oh my gosh, no. You were so like by the book, clean cut. You get your hair done by the book every what, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Your nails are always trimmed. You're very particular on your look.
Okay, I have one thing to say to that. He's leaning away from.
Well, you can tell when I'm getting uncomfortable because I'm going like, But I will tell you, on Kelly and I's third date, I bared it all and I told her everything and she still stayed.
Yeah.
So it was good.
I know.
So no, I was not as straight laced and clean cut until Kelly.
Oh, that's very sweet.
But I wasn't.
She
She
did.
did.
The crazy man.
Yeah. I definitely lived a very, very crazier life. Not crazy, but crazy.
So you went from one extreme to like the next.
It was a gradual process. I mean, because we were still living in LA and stuff like that. And it was like Kelly, we were still young and having fun, right? So we would like
Right.
go to premieres and stuff like that and do all that kind of lifestyle. But I never looked back. Let's put it that way.
Very romantic.
That's probably a good thing that you did.
Is it?
Yes. So yes,
Oh.
it's very romantic.
All right, cool.
Are you not a romantic, Justin?
I've never put
No.
much thought into it. I think I can be.
Your mom says no.
No, but I do good. I do
No,
nice
no,
things.
he
But am
doesn't.
I a romantic at heart? Probably not.
No.
Do I like hugs? No. Do I like to be
You
close?
just like to be touched.
I don't really like the touching thing.
And his grandmother will just come up and just touch his face.
Oh,
Oh.
the face touching. My husband will constantly try to intentionally because I'm like, don't do it.
It
Yes.
felt germy.
It is.
It's gross.
And most people's hands, they don't know what they're doing with them. So
Don't worry. He'd go, don't worry. I just pooped and didn't
Yeah.
wash and didn't wash my hands. Just as he's going to just to mess around with me because I know he did, but just I don't like my face touched.
well, yesterday I was having a meeting with Blake and she can attest to this. And in the middle of it, there was a thing on my desk, like a weird timer thing. And I'm like, what is this? And Kelly just blurts out, oh, that's Jackson's poop. It's like poop timer or something. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, if there was ever a commercial for birth control, this is it. At no point in my life when I thought about having kids was I thinking poop timers.
That's a new one. I don't think I had a poop timer when you.
I've
Maybe
never
that's a
heard
new
that.
invention since
I've never
my
heard
kids
that
were
either.
little.
But you know me, I've got the Swiss clock of systems. So yes.
Yes.
My biggest fear, even as a kid, was constipation.
Interesting.
Yeah, never been constipated.
But
in
if
my
you
life.
drink lots of water, you usually don't have that problem.
I don't know. I've never
Unless,
had
like,
the problem.
a certain age.
Except one time, mom did when we were kids. This is a family show, right? Had X-Lax in the house one time.
You went in deep whenever he's like, it's a family show.
Very clean. And she had X-Lax in the house. And I remember I popped a bunch thinking, because they were chocolate. They were like little chocolate wafers. And I popped a bunch. And I will tell you, that was a long weekend.
You had that coming.
I was like, man, these are good. What are they? And all of a sudden mom was like, put those down. I'm like, why? I'm like, you start like, oh, it hurts.
See, there you're sliding back away again.
Yeah.
All right. I don't feel like I am.
You
I feel like
are.
I'm right there.
You keep getting further and further out of frame.
Happy Thanksgiving. We're recording 2 days before Thanksgiving. So let's dive into family traditions. I think that's kind of fun, right? What do we do on typical Thanksgiving across the board? Because I think we all have different kind of traditions. Like it's new that you're joining us out here.
Yes.
So this is 2 years in a row.
Oh.
She's done it before, but it's new for her to come out here, which is very cool. We'll talk about in the past.
You're coming to see the least favorite child for 2 years in a row.
I pity him. I pity him. It's a pity visit.
There you go.
It's more of a,
She pities
let's get it out of the way now.
Yeah.
Just,
Sam misses your children and Kel.
Yeah.
it's almost like taxes. You're getting it in before the end of the year. Yeah, you just kind of wrap up the year and then she can celebrate Christmas with the golden child. So yes, the chosen one, I think is what we're looking for.
Hey, in my family, I am the perfect only child.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
see?
Yeah.
My
no
dad
competition.
referred to me that when I was younger, and so trust me, we slide with that all the time.
Well,
We hammer both my brothers with the perfect only child.
all right. So what is a tradition you have in your household?
For Turkey Day,
Yeah,
me and mom usually actually cook together.
that's
Oh,
awesome.
Yeah, we usually do a big Thanksgiving together. We cook pretty much everything together. We do very traditional. We do the turkey, the dressing, sweet potato casserole. We do the green bean casserole, wine. And then when you sit down, we do like a trivia game. So
Oh.
you'll sit down and you'll have a couple questions of trivia. Then every person on the table does. And then they'll ask like a Thanksgiving question,
Mhm.
trivia question.
Okay, that's really
Oh,
cool.
I like
Mhm.
that.
Is it based on history? Or is it based on like, about them or?
No, about history, about Thanksgiving.
So give us an example.
Oh my gosh, Justin, it's been so long.
I know a year.
Everything is
Wait, you're not
happening.
prepping them right now?
Well, no, because it's only us. We had
That's right.
we were supposed to have family coming in and their kiddo got sick. So I'm going to cook for everybody. Ted's going to smoke the turkey, which
Ooh, that
is going to
sounds
be
good.
amazing.
Yeah.
And I will do everything else, which means like I really got to go to the grocery store today because I think everything's closed tomorrow, isn't it?
No.
Tomorrow's Wednesday. Yeah. Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday. And then the grocery store will be open on Thursday, but limited hours.
Limited hours.
And it will be all the last minute prep. You know, the dads will be running in there frantically, like, oh,
Thank you, Blake.
what did I forget?
Yeah.
Let's see. We asked like when the first Thanksgiving turkey was eaten. And actually my son would always sit down and Google a lot of them. And then he would print them out and cut them out. And he always helped with the trivia game.
All right, I'm not lying. We are going to steal that from you this year. I think it's a great task for Seth
It's a great
and
idea.
Bailey. It's a great
Yeah.
idea. I love it.
Another thing, we go around the table and name usually 2 things that we're thankful for.
Yeah, we always did that.
Always.
We always did that.
That's a great one. Well, you guys have a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So, Mom, let's talk about some of ours.
Okay. Well, traditionally, I would cook everything. I
No
love.
help?
Now that's not true. His grandmother would bring pies for many years, and then she got older and couldn't do that. But yeah, no, I would cook everything. I love Thanksgiving. I love it. I love
with
it.
you.
Yeah, and because it's just friends and family and food, and you don't get stressed out about gifts or decorating or anything.
Yes.
And so we used to have huge Thanksgivings.
20, 30 people.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. And you would cook for all of them by yourself.
It would never be a good Thanksgiving unless Mom cried once.
Well, because of him.
there was always a point in time when there were tears. And we always knew it was a good Thanksgiving when Mom cried.
Really? Yes,
But-
Justin reveled in insulting he still revels in insulting my food.
I think Mom is a very good cook when she wants to be.
See, there it is.
There's that backhanded compliment.
Yeah, there's that backhanded compliment.
She's a great cook
She is a great
when
cook.
she wants to be.
Mhm.
She was fantastic. And I'll tell you one of the things that
Did you hear that?
I was.
Oh,
She's fantastic.
I will correct the record here is, okay,
Uh-huh.
I'm wrong.
Now he's sucking
Is
up.
I'm just being honest. I will tell you one of the things that I used to hate about Thanksgiving. I love mashed potatoes. It's one of my favorite dishes there is on the planet.
Gravy?
Have you met me?
My
I don't
God.
even-
Oh, no. Are you that person that when you sit down, on your plate, everything is separate? It's not touching? Your food
No.
isn't touching at all?
But I'll do like the only thing.
Yes.
So like I like cranberry sauce. So I'll put cranberry sauce on everything. That's
Okay.
like my gravy.
Okay.
Okay. But in terms of gravy, disgusting. No way.
Giblet gravy?
Oh,
Ah,
you use the term. Oh, I'm gonna vomit.
it just comes out of the.
Oh, I know
you
what
do it that way.
giblet. Oh God, we used to give that to the dogs. Anyways, so but he would make mashed potatoes, and it was horrible. So Grandpa, I know you're in heaven, maybe hell for a minute. I'm not sure, but mostly heaven.
He was
Just
on
kidding.
hell. He was in hell when he lived on.
That's true with his wife.
Yeah.
It's very true, Marianne. God bless you. And
There's that backhanded compliment.
Yeah.
but it's still a compliment.
Yeah.
See, what we're leaving out is that it's still a compliment. We're treating it.
Is it?
I mean,
It has compliment in the word, so think about that.
Okay. Anyway,
So
it's just gotta. He's just gotta.
he's digging in.
he's the only person that was able to ruin mashed potatoes for me.
Were they boxed mashed potatoes?
They were like, no, they were.
no.
He spent all the time like boiled the potatoes, but he very little salt, no spices. It was basically like
Yeah.
creamed. I like garlic. I like little pepper. I like
So why didn't you offer to make it?
because everyone had like a thing.
I cooked
Yeah.
them and did everything.
Mom did the
Why didn't
turkey.
you ask one year, be like, hey, can I do the mashed potatoes?
It's not the way our house worked. Like
no, and mostly it's just Justin complaining.
Yeah, that's
That's-
that's
No,
what I'm hearing.
I didn't just complain. It was more about when are we going to eat? Mine was when are we going to eat? I'm always starving, especially because when I was young, I was an athlete, so I ate all the time.
He didn't drink that juice, evidently.
Mm-mm.
No, Mom would do the turkey.
She said that.
Marianne would do the pies. We had rolls, and everyone would bring a side dish.
Stuffing.
Yeah, stuffing.
Uh-huh.
I like
Yeah, I did the main stuff, and then people would bring like a vegetable. or-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, most people, if you're still alive, your side dishes were not good either. Oh my God,
I don't know.
would bring this dish every year, and it was just atrocious. Oh God, and I love veggie. I'm basically a borderline vegetarian, right?
Who would have thought?
They
Yeah.
ruined vegetables, but you're still good people. It's not a comment on if you're good people or
You're
not.
just terrible cook.
Yeah, thank you.
I
See, Kim, high five for summarizing.
I knew what you were going with. You were just weren't saying the right words. You just kept
Usual.
going around and around, and I mean, just say
Yeah.
it like it is.
Yeah.
Thank you. And Mom, I got to tell you though, we did have every year. I love the Thanksgiving, and my favorite tradition was what did we do after we ate?
Wait, hi.
No.
Oh, we did. Oh, that's right. We did a walk.
Oh,
So we would eat and then take a walk and then come back and have pie.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fun because we'd get the dogs out. We'd walk. Everyone would walk around the hill,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
we'd go down like this hill and up around.
Is this the same hill that
Uh-huh.
you climb? Okay.
Yeah. No, this was the top of the hill. So it was because we had elderly people, so it was pretty, it was a little bit of a hill, but not much.
You didn't want to
For
take
Houston, it was Everest.
Yeah.
You don't want to take them up Death Hill.
No.
Is that the
Heart
one
attack.
on-
Heart attack.
Heart attack hill.
I know we don't ever talk about this, but my father every year would try to help my mom.
Like
And-
to cook?
Yes, he always offered, and she'd be like, "Just get out of here! I'm just trying to help."
Yeah.
every year. Get out of the kitchen. And then he'd be mad. Oh, your mom's in a bad mood. It was awesome.
And then
Every
all
year.
you would say is, you got in our way, right?
I'd stoke the fire a little bit. Yeah.
She did.
Of course.
You are that person.
He is
Yes.
that
And I think it was that year, one of the years I broke a window, I think. I think that was at Thanksgiving.
Is that with that ball?
Yeah.
Was that Thanksgiving? I don't remember.
Or
that.
Easter. It was some
Yeah, some
it was a
holiday.
major holiday.
Told not to, and then you did it and ran down the street.
Oh, many times. Yes.
I understand why your brother's the favorite.
He
I
is.
don't know. That tattoo. I'm not telling you that
Oh.
tattoo.
It is something. And
And
Steve,
does it go down his arm or just on his back and on his chest?
it goes, well, you've seen it. I think it goes about to his elbow.
Yeah. Well, he had a short sleeve shirt on and it was up here. So I could see something. He didn't tell me. And I said,
So how
Did
did
you
you
get-
find Justin
Okay.
told you, huh?
no, he was wearing a short sleeve shirt and I could see something sticking out. I said, did you get a tattoo? He goes, yeah.
Well, no, it's still in process, right?
Yeah,
The
it's
tattoo?
yeah.
6 to 8 more sessions.
Oh my gosh. Is he like numb?
No, he said he said the arm wasn't bad at all. Like he was doing everything the next day. He said the back, when I talked to him, must have been last week, that on Tuesday, he said it was still incredibly painful.
Well,
Hurt to take a shower, he said.
probably.
Yeah, he said the back is like a million times worse, which I never thought about that. But he said the back he said it was horrible, but he's got to finish it. Because you've got what, 4?
I have
5? Okay, that's what I thought.
I don't have any tattoos. I don't like needles. So when people are like, you want to get a tattoo? I'm like, no.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a different person than I was 10 years ago. So something I would have tattooed
true.
on me now, 10 years later, is irrelevant and wrinkled.
Yeah.
And it's wrinkled and saggy and
My husband had his removed. He's like, that was a different time in my life.
see?
Now our son's like, I'm going to go get this big tattoo. And I'm like, change your mind. Grow up a little bit.
Honestly, mom had a rule 25. Like if you decide to make it to 25, I think that is a really, at the time, I thought it was a dumb rule because I always wanted a tattoo. But as an adult, I think it's a very fair rule because she's right. By 25, are you mature? Probably not. But do you have a good idea? Yeah. So, I mean, you can probably make a good, decent decision by then. And Steve waited till 39.
And then
I'm
he
sorry.
decided to get it on
I mean,
like his whole body.
right. When he got a tattoo, he got a tattoo.
No kidding.
Steve goes all
He's
in.
going to see the tattoo.
Mhm.
I just
It
can't
is.
get over how massive it is for a first tattoo.
We went to a Halloween party a few weeks ago and I showed everybody, I'm like, this is his first. They're like, that's his first tattoo. They're like, usually it's a dolphin, or something like a little Chinese symbol, but
It's something real small.
exactly like his.
I don't know.
Oh, Justin.
You had to wrap that in here, didn't you? Family show.
I'm using correct terminology. Look it up.
Jealousy is it runs rampant with Justin.
Jealous. That was Kim. You just became Steve's favorite person. Absolutely.
This is just in general.
Yeah.
When Justin gets jealous, he just goes right in with the dagger.
Are we,
Machete,
so
I
we're
think.
burying all secrets today. I like that. Okay.
Just about you.
Well, it's more fun that way.
Mhm.
Yes, and mom definitely appreciates this.
Absolutely. This is a parallel laugh.
Am I giving you a taste of your own medicine? Mom, am I giving you?
Mhm. Yes.
A little bit.
That's why I love doing these. Oh my God, the gang up on here.
Now that I have a teenager in the house, I feel like it's starting to turn a little bit. Yesterday, Seth, I grabbed him and he's like, that's assault. And I'm like, even then I was like, that is not the definition of assault. I wasn't mean. We were just playing. We're in the upper room. And he's like, you can't do that to me. I'm like, watch.
Just wait, it gets worse.
That's what I'm terrified of.
Just
So
wait.
I'm starting to see that transition. And so from me to you, I'm sorry. Like, I've got 2 more to go. This is the tip of the
And
spear.
just think about it. Your girl will probably be your worst hand down. Hands down.
Bailey already is.
Plus, she is you, just miniature.
Mhm.
Ooh,
She is,
you deserve all of that,
and
Justin.
female. That's the worst part.
It's funny, TJ the other day, he was joking. We were joking with him about something. He's 17. We can have these conversations and joke with him. And he said something about turning us in. And we're like, oh, do it. You want to see how drastic your life would change? Seriously, they don't think, they'll joke about that. I'm like, do it. That's what I used to do when I did work corporate America. I did the foster care side of it. And we got to see those children being pulled out and what took place in foster homes and the trauma that these kids got, especially going to live in a house with multiple children.
Mhm.
I said, do it. You'll be in a house with about 5 or 6 boys
It'd be Lord of the Flies.
It'd be
Lord of the-
Thanksgiving every day.
every day.
Yeah.
He would definitely be in for a shakeup, that's for sure.
So let's talk about our favorite desserts. So that when it comes to Thanksgiving, that is my favorite part. Not just having everyone around and doing that. I love
What?
desserts. Oh, the pies. Absolutely.
Way.
Yes.
Because he doesn't eat sugar.
No.
That's my
Okay.
day to dive all in.
His is a different type of weed that's in the backyard that he blends up and drinks.
It's legal now, Kim. The kids are always like, why is that daddy's bush? Shut up.
I'm referring to the stuff that you sprinkle in it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. No, okay. Jesus, Kim, we took this on a trip. Kelly is from Columbia, South Carolina, not Columbia.
Oh, I mean,
That's more tobacco
the
country.
fair skin. I don't think I would have.
Giving it away.
Weird. Favorite dessert. What is it?
My favorite dessert ever was this beautiful Dutch apple pie that your grandma Mary Ann used to make. And it was real. Oh, I mean, she hand sliced the apples and she put those little red cinnamon candies in it.
Oh,
It was
like the Red Hots?
Mhm. Oh, it was so good.
was
You
good.
put some ice cream on it.
Oh, yeah.
And when she died, I asked Zeke for the recipe because she would never give it to me when she was alive. And he took all her recipes and threw them out.
What?
Yeah, all of them.
He purged.
He purged. And I was mad. Oh, I was mad. It's like when his mother died, he threw out all her letters that she'd ever written.
What?
Mhm.
And she's German, so it was fun. It would have been neat to see that stuff.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, that took a downturn. Sorry. But the pie,
Yeah.
I will, that pie.
Definitely took a downer on that one.
All right.
All right.
Everyone take a sip of tea. Let's
let's
Group.
yeah.
you feel that blue going in your
Yeah.
body?
Mhm.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't
Okay.
that thistle.
But that Dutch apple pie with the plum talk. Oh,
That is good, especially with ice cream.
ice cream.
Heated.
Yeah.
I'd have it the next morning for breakfast. Oh, yes.
Kim, what is your favorite dessert?
I like everything. Like really.
But you got to have something that if you could choose.
On Thanksgiving, let's see. Okay, my family makes what's called a Cheerio cream cheese pie. It's the easiest pie that you can make ever. It's got a graham cracker crust.
Okay.
And you can put cherries on it if you want. It's cold. And I'm actually going to make it. It's the best.
But you haven't told us what it is. So it's called Cheerio.
Cheerio cream cheese pie.
So what is it?
It is condensed
Mhm.
milk. It is cream cheese. It's vanilla, lemon juice,
Mm.
and there may be something else in there. Put in a graham cracker crust,
Oh, and-
and then you chill it. But you put it like under the mixer, and I always let mine really, really rapidly
Mhm.
mix, so it gets really, really fluffy, and it is the best thing ever. And then most of the time, we don't even put topping on it.
Oh, that sounds
It's
delicious.
really, really good.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
I mean, but we're very
He didn't like cream cheese and stuff like that.
Yeah, a little heavy for me.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So
No,
what?
I know I'm high maintenance when it comes to food. I know it. I'm admitting it.
Okay.
It's
So what's
not
yours?
just food.
Coconut cream pie.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I like coconut cream.
That
too.
is, and it's so hard to find a good one.
You don't care.
Do I look like I make? No. I believe in dessert should be store bought.
Store bought is the worst kind of dessert.
I'm that person who's like, I will pay $30, $40 for a pie if someone else does the work.
Say it's gross.
Well, if it is, but you try to find one that's not. But no, I'd love to make one year, but I think especially coconut cream is a very hard pie to
No,
make.
it's not at all. We usually have coconut cream every year too. We do coconut cream, pecan, Cheerio cream cheese, and pumpkin.
Blake, edit this part out, please.
No, don't edit it out.
In fact, I want you to add in here, oh, it's the most difficult pie you can make. You're
No.
absolutely right, Justin.
No. Like, I think you need to put in there, look up the recipe, Justin, for one. And for two, it's one of the easiest pies you can make.
My name is Kim. I'm perfect. No, you're probably right. You know what? I'll take the challenge. I won't do it this year, but I will make it at some point. By the end of this year, in the next 6-7 weeks, I will make it.
And I think we need
I'll try
to like show it on the show.
So I did make a mistake. We went to Costco and they had these. In fact, I'll do a visual. Hang on.
Oh, visuals with
Mhm.
Justin are scary.
No, this is a good one. Keep going.
I would have loved if you would have tripped right there and like,
you would have. Why you're a bad person.
I am not a bad person.
Okay, so as the audience, for those that are truly virtual and can't see, if you saw this, would you think that's like a little mini pie, right?
Mhm.
No, it says pie crust.
But I would have thought because there's three.
Unroll, fill, and bake. Pie crust. Did you read it?
I know, but I thought so. I thought there were 8 little tiny pies in here that you filled and you did your thing with, right?
Oh.
Instead,
Clearly, he didn't read.
No, he didn't.
we've got 8 full size. So I need to put these to good use. Is what I'm
That's
saying.
perfect.
That see, I'm
Did you
going.
not, like read the title?
I read freezable, individually wrapped crust. So I assumed, hey, look, it's a little pie. There's 3.
Did you not read pie crust, unroll, fill, bake? Did you miss the whole? Hold that up again for everybody to see. The biggest part of the writing right here says pie crust, unroll, fill, bake.
And it says miniature.
No, it doesn't.
No, it does not.
It's assumed. It is assumed.
Oh.
I want the audience to comment on this
No,
because
you tell
I feel like it's false advertising. Because it looks like, hey, look, you get your own individual little pie. You can have one for every member of the family.
That says pie crust, unroll, fill, bake.
But it should say full size pie crust, not mini pie crust.
It doesn't say mini pie crust.
But it's assumed.
no, it's not.
Kelly and I thought so.
And it freezable, individually wrapped crusts.
See, that's what I thought. But I thought it comes in this little thing. I didn't think you could fit
I know
8
exactly
full size.
That's what I use for my pies.
Back in the day, I made it from scratch.
Yeah. Open your eyes, Justin.
I was wrong. I'm looking at this again. I get that I'm wrong.
Oh, no, clearly. Pie crust. Roll, fill, bake.
Now, I got to tell you, this is scary, though, because you guys can see, well, this little thing turns into a full pie crust here. It is 1/8 of a serving as 100. This is 800 calories.
Once a year, and don't listen to Justin.
I'm
just
going
a
to
number.
do it.
Everything in moderation, Justin. Why are you going to go to that?
It just shows how dense it is.
No, that's terrible that you're like, hey, one serving, what was it?
800, or it's
100 calories a serving.
100 calories a serving. Don't look at that.
And so
don't-
worth it.
Yes.
So worth 100 calories.
Yes. Don't let him knock it off.
all right. I can hear that.
My stomach's growling. Sorry.
So we tried to record with Mimi when she was here.
Did you?
I did.
You're getting out of frame again.
Sorry. And
I
she
don't-
kept coming in and she'd start and she'd be like, oh, I think I got to go to the bathroom. We were never able to. We don't have prunes in the house.
Oh.
We have figs and we've got dates.
I
No
love
prunes.
dates. Dates are like,
I've got some actual from Saudi Arabia here that they had at Costco.
we used to eat them all the time then when we lived in Qatar. Your hair, I got to tell you, it reminds me, of course, of the Night King.
Yes.
But it also reminds me of Jim Carrey. Is it Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, or When Nature Calls that he's got the horns?
So I'm not gonna lie. The other day, so I haven't styled it yet. This is right out of the shower, right?
What? Like it naturally goes up like that?
Yeah, there's nothing in it. You can.
Oh, can I touch it?
Oh, see, his mother's not even allowed to do that.
You can touch it if you want. It's there. I haven't
He's
styled it
showing,
yet.
he's showing off for the camera. Oh, it's like a little pet.
Oh, Bailey loves. She'll pet me. Yeah, she'll pet me at night. She'll be like, it's so soft. Anyway, so
Ow!
I don't know. I wake up this way. You can see it. I went running this morning. This is my hair does this unnaturally. I don't have to do anything. I'll just put a little hair clean it to make it stay. But anyway, that's not the point. So the other day I looked in the mirror and I thought this looked like from Dr. Seuss. I kind of thought it looked like the hill, the Mount of Crumpet, or was it?
Oh, Mount Crumpet.
Mount Crumpet. You know, it kind of looks like that sometimes, but it goes to the side and up a little bit. So
Do you have booze
I
up there?
can't believe you like
skiing down?
wake up that way.
some days it feels that way.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of grossness, my son yesterday admitted that he hadn't washed his hair in a very long time.
Oh, it was gross.
It was so gross.
Wait,
And I-
which son?
Jackson,
Yeah.
6-year-old, almost 7.
So I leaned over. We were at lunch, and I leaned over and go, "God, get bugs."
So last night I washed it 3 times and he pissed and moaned, but it is like soft as angel's hair today.
Oh, I bet it is. What type of shampoo?
Costco all the way. Kirkland.
Is it the purple bottles?
Purple and white.
They changed their formula. That used to be like the Pureology,
Mhm.
and they changed their formula.
I love it. Is it? Do you don't like it?
Not since they changed their formula.
No. All right. Well,
Oh, wait,
again,
actually, 2 bottles in my sink. I'll give them to you because once they switch their formula, I don't.
oh, we would love them. Seriously. They may last 4 years if Jackson decides not to wash his hair again.
Anything Kirkland for this one.
Are you kidding me? I will go out of my way to buy Kirkland.
You got to go get the toothbrush.
I have. We're going to. I just haven't been to Costco yet.
Justin hasn't brushed his teeth in days either. He needs a new
It
toothbrush.
shows. I hate you and I hate you.
No, you don't.
I don't. It's all about love. See, that is what Thanksgiving's about. You can tell someone that you don't like them and they still love you.
That's right.
Or you can say it and just be full of crap and not mean it.
Mhm.
Aw.
That's you.
I love you, Mom.
Yeah. And with you got to do the.
I know.
I nailed that as a teenager, by the way. That was a great, I did have the,
When Justin was a teenager, was there a word that was his favorite word that he would use all the time? Would he say,
I hate that. I hate this.
really?
Yeah.
No, I don't think he's given that up.
Yeah.
I think I've evolved,
Have you?
He has. He has.
but I don't use hate as much. I don't know what word I would use a lot these days.
Gross.
Gross.
That's gross,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's another one of his
Yes.
signature moves.
Mhm.
Like we went out to lunch the other day and Kim, it was so funny. We went to this Mexican restaurant. She kept trying to get that lady to, get the hottest thing on the menu.
Yeah, they struggle with that.
And they always look at her and they're like, oh, my little Wera, my little white girl. And still wasn't hot enough for her. And I just sitting next to her, I was like, oh, like just all the cheese and the peppers and
It's got
everything.
habaneros on it and serranos and jalapenos. They start off with, well, this has jalapenos on it. Jalapenos are not hot. So then they'll do the serranos. Serranos are not hot. Then they'll do the habaneros. I don't find habaneros hot. I don't like the taste of habaneros, but me and my dad used to have challenges on making salsa. And we would intentionally try to make it as hot as we possibly could.
Oh my God.
And
It sounds like hell.
I've made a couple that he couldn't eat, but I could eat it. I love it. I love spicy food. Love it.
Good for you. Good for you.
Yes.
It's not my bag, baby.
No.
My husband goes, I like to taste my food. When it gets to
Yeah, I do too. Yeah.
a certain temperature and you just can't taste anything.
Well, here's how mildly a spice affects our family. We went to Olive Garden last night. Okay. The kids got spaghetti and Bailey had to go to the kitchen to get water or milk because the spaghetti was a little spicy.
What?
I swear to God.
Yeah.
They think ketchup's spicy. I know people
It's
who
borderline. No, they're addicted to ketchup. Anything above ketchup is considered, hey, oh, it burns. I can't do that.
How's that go again?
I can't, it burns. It's like Kim every other weekend.
But do you have them drink milk?
Sometimes, yes.
Water makes it worse.
I know, but I'd rather them drink water.
You'd rather them suffer.
Yeah, just a little bit. It's kind of fun to watch because they'll be like, oh, especially when Jackson, the little 6-year-old, he'll be sitting at the table. He's like, oh, it burns. Can I get some water? Sure, here's some water. Oh, it doesn't help at all, Dad.
It doesn't. Bread or milk?
That's true. Well, most of my kids, except for Bailey, are what we call carbitarians in this house. If it's a carb, they'll eat it. But if it comes to a protein, any vegetable, fruit, they're kind of out. My boys would much rather just eat a carb every day. Whereas Bailey's like, Dad, can I have some of that blue tea? Can I have some vegetables?
I know. Yesterday we ordered lunch and I had a choice of sides. I'm going for chips. Bailey goes, oh, can you get the fruit cup and I'll eat it? What do you say to that? No, I'm going to eat chips and get fat. No, of course I get the fruit. And she ate it.
You can't think like that, though. I always do French fries with a side of ranch.
Oh.
You two both are like that.
Oh, hey, there's a flag on the field. We, nope, abort.
Is it the French fries or the ranch?
The ranch.
The ranch.
I have a
Fries.
problem. If I have to eat something bad, French fries, they win every time. I lose that battle 100% of the time.
Kind of like stuffed crust that you never bought your children.
I tried. They will not eat it. They're over it.
When they wanted it, he wouldn't buy it for them. And then he had to be guilted into it. And I'm not for sure he's really asked them again.
We will do a test tonight. Mom can ask.
Okay.
I've validated. I've tried to get them. They will not eat it.
Okay.
I'm not lying.
Okay.
I have no reason to lie.
Well, it's probably because you shame them and threaten them. Before I ask you this question, before your Nana, do they call you Nana?
Uh-huh.
Before Nana asks you this question, you better say no. You want Christmas presents
Right.
under that tree? Mm-hmm.
Do you care about your bodies? Do you want to die?
There you go.
I feel like you want to
There-
die.
That's what, yeah, there we go. There you
There's
go.
the shame.
That is a speech that I have given before, and I'm not proud of that. Oh, absolutely.
You should
When I get fed up, when my kids are like, hey, can I have some more chicken nuggets? I'm like, well, obviously someone wants to die young. And I look back
just
and I'm like, I should not say that, but I want you to make good, healthy choices. And I am working very diligently to change that perspective, but it is not something
He's
that
not
comes
working
easy.
at it.
no.
He's not
I
working.
feel like it's a whole bunch of threatening.
Mhm.
You will do this. Oh my goodness, Justin. You know what?
Oh,
Just
God.
from that, I hope that goes the opposite direction for you.
How so?
That they're like, we don't want this.
Good for you, Kim.
I'm just joking. But what are their favorite vegetables?
I don't think they have it. You put a vegetable in front of Seth, who's 13. He will look at it and go, pass.
Really?
Yeah.
TJ doesn't like any steamed vegetables.
Yeah, I'll eat. I eat any. I love vegetables except for like eggplant and
Brussels sprouts?
particular.
Mm.
They have to be like grilled,
Grilled with
flavored.
the bacon. Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
they have to have
yes,
something
yes.
like a raw Brussels sprout is like, I think that's going to help.
When the kids were little, the only vegetable everybody in the family agreed on was broccoli.
Oh, steamed broccoli with cheese.
Oh my
Whoa.
God. I had so many broccoli recipes because that's
what kind
I-
of cheese?
You know,
oh,
Mom
my
Velveeta.
No, not Velveeta. You never had Velveeta till you grew up and left home. No, grated cheese and put it on
Okay.
there. Yeah, yeah.
We do. Sorry. go
no,
ahead.
roast it, grill it. So it was like that character in Forrest Gump where he's listing all the shrimps.
Yes.
I had that many recipes for
Saute,
broccoli.
you can fry it.
You can fry.
Bubba.
Tempura
Oh,
vegetables.
tempura.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
that should be a new staple at Thanksgiving. Seriously.
yeah.
A sweet potato tempura. Oh, Jesus.
Or asparagus.
we
have
asparagus.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
for our audience out there,
Yes.
on Friday, Sunday, whatever day it was, out of the blue, Kim texts me and goes, hey, guess what? I had,
You need to scoot over.
what
Pretend like you like your mom.
Yeah, pretend.
I do. I had asparagus last night, and guess what? It stinks this morning. I'm like, oh,
I said, you know what that means, right?
that's what it was. I'm like, yes. And she said it even tasted good. So I do not eat asparagus.
Asparagus.
Me too. I love it.
Yes. And for a little background on that, we went to lunch the other day with Tisa and we got on this conversation of good asparagus makes your pee smell, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't affect every person. So I just had to let him know that I eat good asparagus and it was yummy and my pee smelled.
Mhm.
It's intense. Now, as we get ready to wrap up here, because unfortunately, we're going on an hour now.
Really? Oh my
Yes.
God.
Really?
I have so much fun.
Yeah.
I love this, you guys. I love
Blake,
this.
well, we love having you, but poor Blake
Yes,
is like,
we do.
how, because she always looks at me, she's like, how long's this episode, Justin? And she loves them. She really does. Like she just did one with Dominique. She does. She's very open. Blake, you can comment in here if you don't like this. I'm sure she's gonna be like,
Blake, I love your comments that you put in, like the censored ones whenever we talked about the Game of Thrones. I thought you're awesome.
You are awesome. And she's not just saying that. You're awesome. Our audience is awesome. Mom, you're awesome. Kim, you're awesome.
Justin,
I'm thankful for everybody.
Oh, and Justin is definitely awesome.
He is awesome.
I know.
And I think he set
true.
this up in like record timing today.
I did. Kim was all prepared for me to like, nope, we decided to do something new. We tested it really quickly. We got into this. So high five to all of us.
I was shocked. Like shocked. He's
And-
like, we're gonna do this in here. And I'm like, oh, this is like a first for Justin.
This is exciting.
And he doesn't do change well.
I preach change. I'm not great at change.
Exactly.
All right. Well, with that, I want to say thank you to you both.
Thank you.
Thank
for
you
having
to our
me.
audience
Thank
and
you. Happy Thanksgiving.
happy holidays. Happy
Yes.
Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And go eat your hearts out. Go enjoy.
That's
And
right.
don't let Justin make you feel bad about eating a pie with a pie crust.
On that note, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
And that concludes today's episode of the Fitness.
Manifesto. I know you guys enjoyed it.
And Kim, I want to say thank you to you and to our audience for making this podcast what it is.
Yes, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys.
And stay tuned for the next episode.